Okay, everyone. Hello, hello. I want to see if you all can hear me. And I also wanted to see if you all are hearing any type of feedback. I'm trying to use a second camera so that when I get ready to actually make the fan, y'all will be able to see my desktop, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that if y'all are getting an echo because I can hear myself on this thing, but y'all can't. Y'all don't hear echo. A little feedback. Okay. So, all right. I am going to stop this one and then I'll put this on maybe when I'm going to do the actual demo. So that's what I'm going to do. If I can. I don't even know if I'll be able to do that, but we'll see when we get there. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Let's see. So y'all said that y'all are having, yeah, y'all were getting a little bit of feedback. Um, but how about now? Does it sound good now? Okay. Well, I want to tell everyone good evening. Thank y'all for joining me. This is something that y'all have been asking for a while. Is the graduation fans, and I had wanted to do it last season, but just never really got around to it. So hopefully, um, now I'm doing that, and so y'all will be able to um, work on these graduation fans because it is something that had been a big. It was a big thing for me last year, last graduation. So let me start see who all got here tonight. Oh, it's a bunch of people. Okay. So, well, I would try to go down the line and say hey to everybody, but I don't want to miss anyone. So, hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. Okay. Um, and so I'm gonna go ahead and this will I'm not sure. Yeah, it's being recorded because since it's broadcasting on YouTube, it is being recorded. We will add the video to the actual template that's I'm demoing tonight as a tutorial for you all to have for this. But I am gonna also, since I might not be able to share my camera tonight, I am gonna make like a quick video tutorial of putting them together so that it'll just be something small because this live is probably gonna be a couple of hours because the girl can run her mouth, and I want to make sure I can answer any questions that y'all have. And so this video will be on YouTube and it'll be attached to the template. So you'll have access to both, but I'm going to make some short videos that'll probably be like less than 10 minutes. So if you need to like just watch a quick video tutorial, you'll have that as well. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Let me move this out the way. It's a little bit in my way. Okay. Share my screen. Okay. And y'all let me know if y'all can see my screen now. Got a little bit of delay. And for any of you that are over on Facebook, um, if anybody's on Facebook, then y'all come on over to the YouTube so I can see your comments and see your name and who the comments go with. Um, so, um, because for Facebook, I can just see like Facebook user. I don't know who actually is saying what, but if you come over to YouTube, I can see who's saying what. Okay. So this template actually includes three different fans that you can do. So this one will probably be um, your most popular one if you're doing the 125 design because it matches the 125 design. You can also use this particular one to do the just did it design and put that design in here. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And then there's two other fans. So if you see the first layer up here is the stove, it matches the stove, which is the 125, or the just did it fan. And then if you turn that off, you have this fan, which I call the ornate fan because of the shape. Um, and then you have the you did it fan. Okay. This one was a very popular design last graduation season. This was really popular for my customers. I probably sold more of this fan than any other fan. And when I'm saying I sold the fan, I'm saying like orders of 60 fans at a time. So 40 fans here, 60 fans here of this particular design. So the fans do sell pretty well. So um, this is a smart template, and what I'm gonna do, actually I have a customer that I am doing this particular fan for. So I'm gonna show you that this, and I'm gonna switch this one out to show you that it has the smart colors and everything that you're used to from our templates in the academy. Same thing with these templates. And also when at the end you can save this as a mock-up with this design. Okay. So let's see, let's get started. So the first thing is that I'm going to do this photo here. And let's see. Let me make sure I got his go to my content folder. Okay. So remove BG on that right quick. And I'm going to remove the background on this image right quick. And when I did the remove BG, this is why I don't really care for using remove BG a lot, because it does pretty good, but like on photos like this with the tassel, it'll sometimes, a lot of times, erase that tassel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a restore on just that part, and then I will fix it in Photoshop. And they started this whole little like razzle dazzle thing now with the remove BG. I don't know if any of y'all have used it, but they've started this whole, like, when you do restore or erase, and it's doing like this because it's saying magically erase, and it's doing all this little extra when you doing the restore. So let me see what this did. And I'm gonna go to this photo, which is a smart object, and I'm gonna go ahead and open that up. And I'm gonna take this image in, and oh, so it just brought back that little piece. Okay, remove BG. Maybe y'all trying to make a little upgrades up in here. Okay. And I'm gonna turn this one off. And for this particular one, I don't usually worry about this edge here because um it's, well, you'll see when I go back to the artboard, the main artboard. It's a straight line. So he's kind of like it, that bottom part is hid in there. Okay. So his little, the photo is kind of hid, like it moves behind the that little name banner right there. So I really don't worry about that hard edge on the bottom and trying to fade it off, because on this particular design it really doesn't matter. Okay. So now once I bring his image in, I am going to go ahead and I'm gonna get this blue from his gown. Okay. And then I'm going to double click, and I'm going to go over here to my swatches, turn that to blue, and update. So now you'll see that the blue changes out in the name of the school, the little diploma here, and in that senior. Let me look and make sure that it is the word senior that they wanted on this fan. So you have two options here for that, the word up at the top that are pre-populated. And of course, you feel free, you can put whatever you want there. But for the template, there are, okay, they wanted senior. Okay. So, but I'll go ahead and show you that I have senior here, and you have the choice of graduate. So you can turn, toggle between those two, and then that'll populate for you as senior or graduate, or you can actually go in and change the text if you so please. So the only other things that I need to do on here is change out this logo. I'm going to put his logo in here. It's very itty bitty. Okay. And then I need to change these strokes on these particular, um, on these, to change it to the correct color. So I'm going to change it to the blue here. Blue. There we go. And then for the 2023, same thing. There's two strokes on this one. So I'm going to change that red one to blue. And for his name, I need to change his name because his name is DJ. And I give them the option of doing the name in cursive or print. And I did see when I checked whether they wanted senior or graduate, they said they wanted it in print. So I'm gonna move this little grad cap up. And then on his name, I'm gonna go do these strokes and go to the red one. I leave everything else the same, and I only change the primary color out. Now, of course, that's up to you what you want to do. Um, let's see, Pasadena Memorial is Decaney High School. And let me change this box down. And because of is that area is just I don't want to make it too big so that it's still in that area. What I usually do is then I increase the spacing between the letters some. So right now it's at 50, and I'm going to do 100, and let me do 200. 200 is too much. So let me do 150. That's still too much. 125. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Increase that text box, and I'm going to move that over. Let's see. Okay, so I'm looking at some of the comments. The Photoshop file, it should be attached. I'm pretty sure I attached it, but I will go back and look if it's not. It'll get updated. And then for this one, because that blue is so dark on here, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off and make this white, the text inside of there. And of course, those are specific. Like when I said the blue is too dark, that's for my preference. All of the actual different design elements are up to you, whether or not you want to change the strokes on here, whether or not you want to, change the color of the text or the wording. All of those things are up to you. This is just my particular taste as far as the designing. And then these lines back here, there is a color overlay on them where you could keep them black, or they can be updated to the color, the main color of the fan. Okay. So and then that's it for actually switching out the components of the fan. Now for each one, if you'll look at the when you're looking at the template, I use my Cricut to cut this. But what I did for the files is I'm giving you all a link to the Cricut file. You will have the if you have a silhouette, there's a silhouette file. And if you're cutting with something like a rolling cutter or any type of other cutting machine where you need an SVG, the SVG for each one of these fan styles is also included in the download for it. So you'll have the cut file for whatever cutting machine you're using. You'll have that file, and I'll go through and show y'all that. So basically, after this is updated, this fan is done. So there's two components to making the fan. You need your fan image and you need your fan base. Okay. So your fan image, you're going to print on photo paper. Okay. You're going to be printing the fan image on photo paper, and then you will do the base. That's the part that you're going to cut. You're also going to cut out the fan image too. You'll be cutting both. But I when I first started doing these fans, y'all, I would just print the white part. Okay. I would just print the white part of the photo. And then I would get blue cardstock and I would cut blue cardstock into this shape. And then I would cut the black and I would cut the black. And I was like, you know what? Um, this is a lot of extra that I'm doing for this, when especially when you get into when you're doing different colors and you got to have all these different colors of cardstock. And I was like, you know what? I don't have to do that because I can print this image with the color around it. So that's why there's two components to each one of the fans, which is your fan. I'm going to turn the base off. So when you actually print your fan, you're only going to print this portion of the fan, and then you're gonna cut this portion of the fan, the base. Okay, you're gonna cut both, but the only part you'll be cutting as far as cardstock is the base, which allows you to be able to cut the bases in advance, so you can have as many bases cut. You can have as many bases cut as necessary. I keep a stack. Once we get going, I have stacks of each one of these shapes already cut. So like this fan, I already have this base part. So with the ornate fan, it's the same thing. You have your fan image and you have the base. And I have the dimensions that I put them at. And the reason I put these dimensions is because the Cricut only allows you to cut up to a certain dimension. So I use those dimensions because to I use my Cricut to cut. So hey Nicole, Precious Pieces. And hey Morticia. Yes, I'm using shiny paper for the image, but I'm gonna show y'all all of that. So this was just I was just showing you on each fan. They have the same components where it has the smart color, where the smart color can be changed out. um I don't know why this thing is. I guess it's acting funny because of the. Let's see. Do blue. Should it? Yes. I'm gonna have to check that. So where it has the smart color on each one where you can change it out. So and that's on each one of these. The only one that does not have all of those features where they're individual components is the Stole and Just Did It fan, because this is the only fan that basically when you do your 125 design or you do the Just Did It design, you put all you're going to do is put the 13 by 19 shirt image in here, and it creates the fan. So this is the one template that is not the one part of the fans that's not an actual components template where you actually come in here and make this design. This is the only one. The other two, you actually update all of those to make the design. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm doing one with y'all on screen. I've already printed so y'all can see how it prints, and maybe I should stop. I don't know if I should stop sharing my screen, because last time I stopped sharing my screen, when I tried to start sharing my screen again, it wouldn't start sharing. So I'm gonna just put this up here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but these print like on that photo paper. They print really, really nice. Okay, this is the one that I printed for those images that are previously there. I already printed these out for you all to be able to see how they print for this one. And I'm going to go ahead and show you on this one for that fan image. You just going to right click on the fan image, do quick export as PNG. And I'm going to go to my, and this is DJ. So I say mine with the name and then the dimensions, and I'm going to save that image. Okay. So when you finish, all you'll do is save those images, and you can right click on each where it says fan image and quick export it as a PNG. Okay. So if you wanted to save um this whole image with the stick and everything, so that you have like a mock-up of it to, put on a background or whatever you want to do. um let's see, then you'll just do file, save a copy, and then DJ, we did it, fan, and you switch this to a PNG and save. Okay. Can I make my screen bigger than the screen that I am sharing? Like the little picture of me? And okay, so the brand of paper is the koala photo paper. When you get, if you get the file, if you get the design file, if you purchase this template, there will be a PDF document that I'm adding to it. It's not in there right now. I can tell you that that PDF is not in there right now. Um, and that PDF document, I have one more link to put on it. It has everything that you need to make the fans. It has the photo paper. It has a link to the photo paper, the sticks, that which are paint sticks. It has a link to cardstock that I use. I use two different types of cardstock depending on what availability is. One of them I purchased on Amazon. My favorite heavy cardstock is the Reflections cardstock, heavy cardstock at Michael's. That's my favorite one. Um, it's very durable, and I use two pieces of the cardstock when I am making the actual fan. And the size of the actual fan is from, give me one of those paint sticks over there. I make the sticks from top to bottom. I try to have them at 14 inches. But the size of the image is on the the dimensions of the whichever fan you're doing. They're up there on that shelf right there. Right there. Right there. Okay. Give me two of them. So and that's why I said I'm trying to get my other camera to be able to show you on the desktop, but I don't think that I'm gonna be able to do that, because I'm not sure that I'm gonna be able to add the the other camera in. But I like when I put it, I have it on my desktop and I measure it, and I have like a starting place that I put the stick to make sure that every time that I place it, it's gonna be the same for every fan. But I'll walk you through that process. So now let's see. I'm going to open my Cricut design space and show you how I actually take this into Cricut and print it. Thank you, Renobia. Angela, the template is in the academy. If the academy. Um, I'm breaking up. Mm, I'm not sure why. Can y'all still see the screen? Y'all can't hear me at all? Okay. So y'all can hear me now? Okay. So you will go into Cricut Design Space and you will open a new project, and then you will go to uploads. Okay. And once you go to upload, you'll select that image that we just saved from Photoshop. And then you're going to choose complex, continue, and apply and continue. And then you're going to choose to save this as a print, then cut image. Okay. So the file that I gave you all is going to be, it's the Cricut link. So if you have Cricut and you have Design Space, you'll be able to click on this link and it's going to take you to my stuff, which is this template here. Okay. So I'm going to do customize and open it up. And when it opens, everything in this one is already at the dimension that you want it to be at. Oh, it might not be. Let's see. Because this might, oh yeah, it is. It was just zoomed in. Okay. So everything is already saved at the dimensions that you're going to want it to be at for you to do these particular fans. So if you're doing this set, then you can cut the other two off, and it already has the base in there. It already has that. So like I'm doing this you did it fan. So what I want to do is I want to turn this image off. I want to turn everything else off. And then I'm going to go to my uploads and I'm going to bring in that file that we uploaded. And that's it with the dimensions. is so that you'll know which you're going to know what size you need this image to be at when you bring it in. Okay. So then you're going to go up here. You want to lock this lock up here, and you want to put that within at 6.75. And then it's going to change it to that 6.75 and 0.8. And then you'll see that that fits perfectly on top of that that base that's already there for you. Okay. So also the silhouette design, the silhouette file will do the same thing when you open it up. It will have those bases there for you already at the correct size. And then all you have to do is bring in the image to use to cut the one that you're going to be cutting. Okay. All right. And so now, once you do that, you can say make it. And you're going to have this image is going to come up as the print and cut. And then you have this one, and I always change it to 8.5 by 11 because I use 8.5 by 11 paper. And then I cut these, I print these. And I'm going to go send to printer. Okay. And I'm going to turn the system dialog because I want to use the my printer settings and not from the settings in Cricut. And I do leave the bleed on. And I say add print. And then I'm going to select my ET 15,000 and my preferences. I have my preferences preset, and it's for Party Favors Glossy because that's the paper that I use to print all my Party Favors and everything on as well. And it's already set for photo paper glossy and high quality. Okay. And then I print that. So when you print your image, you only need the one image unless you're going to do double-sided. I do not do double-sided unless they want double-sided. But the price that you see on I didn't have anybody ask for double-sided fans, just so y'all know. I didn't have anybody ask for double-sided fans. And so the prices that you see on my mock-ups for the fans are for single side fans. Okay. And so that image is printing out now. So once it's printed, you need two bases. Okay. So you can either, I don't ever like multiply it in Cricut. I just cut it and then I put another sheet on and press it to cut again, and it cuts me another one. Of course, in Cricut, you can go and have it print. You can actually put two bases so that it would be a one here and one here for you to cut. But I don't ever do that. I just keep reloading it with cardstock and just pressing it to cut, and it just keeps cutting it over and over. Yes, I see a Facebook user ask, can you watch later? Yes. And this, you'll be able to watch it later. It should still be up on the Facebook and or the YouTube. Yeah, I really didn't have anybody asking for double-sided. I would charge an additional $3 per fan for double-sided, or I would add for for a group, because I either sell them individually or I sell them in increments of 5. I believe that's how I have them listed. I don't remember because I listed them a long time ago. So, but I think I have them listed in increments of 5. So, let me see. So I don't be lying to y'all. For those who may have never seen my Etsy store, this is my store. And let's see. I have those fans. Gray. What's this? Right here. So I have them listed as digital or print and ship. So they have the option to just purchase the digital option from me. Digital, I charge 20. Okay, see, it was. So I was lying. See, 5, 8, 10, 12, 15, 20. So that's how they're listed. Okay. Let's see, can these be printed on the wide format stuff? No, so these need to be printed on a regular inkjet printer because um these are not sublimation products. This is just a regular um this is a regular print from inkjet printer. Okay. We would not want to print this with just a sublimation printer at all. It will not come out right. So this is the part I was going to use the other camera for, but so I'm using a light matte for this photo paper. And the photo paper is the koala photo paper, 30-pound weight, and it's 8.5 by 11 inch. And like I said, there's a PDF that will come with the template that has links to all the products that you need to make the fans, the cardstock, the paint sticks, and yeah, if you have an inkjet wide format printer, you can print them on there, but you don't want to print them on a sublimation printer. You want these to be regular printed, you know. So I just loaded that up. Oh, it's not reading my. So I'm letting it reconnect to my Cricut here. So for the cardstock, this I do have like a setting in my Cricut, because this particular cardstock, which is the cardstock that I like to use, which is the Michaels Reflections heavy cardstock. I had to go in and make a custom setting, because even if you put it on the heavy cardstock, the one that's like pre-made in Cricut, it still does not cut through this paper. So if you are using Cricut, I will, let's see, where did I put it at? I think it puts it all the way at the bottom. But if you're using Cricut, you will have to kind of alter that heavy cardstock setting, because where is it at? Oh, here it is. So material settings. So I have it at, okay. So this is mine. I have it set at 350 and to cut 3 times, go 3 times with the fine point blade, and it'll go through. The regular heavy cardstock setting is this one at 350 for 2 times. It will not do, but it will not cut it all the way through at 2 times for this cardstock, or the one for the other one that I gave y'all the link to, because this is a really good quality paper cardstock. So I'm going to choose the heavy cardstock on here. I still do, oh, wait a minute, I'm tripping. Okay, so first we're going to cut the image. So I need to cut this image first, and I need to have that on the photo paper. Now, the photo paper setting that they have in Cricut is fine. You don't have to put more pressure or anything. The default pressure works perfectly for this. So and press go. So yeah, like I was saying with the cardstock, you'll need 2 pieces, and I recommend that um for each fan type, because there's 3 different bases, I suggest that you just go ahead and have at least an order already pre-cut. So when you get an order, it's already done. I usually have about 50 of each one of these bases pre-cut. Try to keep them pre-cut. That's a good task for one of your little ones to do, where you just go ahead and set it up, and all they have to do is keep pulling the mat off, putting the cardstock on there, and just keep on switching them out. For the heavy cardstock, it was the 350, and to go 3 times to cut it. Look at Lakeisha paying attention, girl. Okay, so it's good for the one time with the photo paper. And then just pull that off, and I have my image. And then it's going to take me to the cardstock. So for the heavy cardstock, I already have those cut, but I do use the strong grip mat for the I use the strong grip mat for that heavy cardstock, to put that heavy cardstock on there and cut it. Okay. And then let's see. So then I take my image and I take double-sided tape. Do not, and I repeat, do not use glue to put this image on your cardstock, okay? If you use glue to put this image onto your cardstock, you will get bubbling, because this is photo paper and it's thin. So if you use glue to adhere this image to your cardstock, it's going to be bumpy and it's going to be very unattractive. So get you some tape runners Where's my camera over here? Get you some tape runners and use a tape runner or double-sided tape to adhere your image to your base. Okay, so you are going to put your double-sided tape on there. Y'all, I am sorry. The video tutorial that I will add to this product will have, and we will upload it on YouTube as well. It will have the filming from my desktop where you can actually see what I'm doing on my desktop. I just could not get this. I could not get this to my other camera to cooperate and all of that. Okay, so now that image is on this cardstock. And y'all will see this is very, very good cardstock. So all you need is two, and it's very, very sturdy. Um see, what class do I need to buy to figure out the Automizer? So, okay, I do want to make my screen. I know that I'm itty bitty on here, but last time when I was on live and um I stopped sharing my screen. When I went back to share my screen again, it wouldn't share my screen. So I have some other things that I want y'all to see on my screen. So I'm scared to I'm scared to yeah, I'm scared to do the thing to stop sharing my screen. Um, but y'all want me to try? Because I know last time it wouldn't start sharing my screen, and I do have some other things that I want to show y'all on my screen, and that's why I'm not doing that. Cause yeah, okay, so we ain't gonna try. Okay. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? No sound. No sound. You can hear me now. Yeah, so I got a little message saying that it had disconnected my from my mic. I don't know, this thing just be tripping, like it just do crazy stuff. Like anytime I'm live, it's always crazy stuff happening. So yeah. Okay, so what I was saying is that I then take this image and put it down on my desktop, and like for right now I have it at 12, right? The top of it is at 12. So I want my fan, once I put my stick on it, to be 14 inches from the top of the fan to the bottom of the stick. So I put the bottom of the stick at 26 because I have it at 12. I want it to be 14 inches. So I put it at 26, the bottom of the fan, the stick on my board. So that's 14 inches from top to bottom, which is the size that I have make my fans. And then I use the glue. Okay, so once you have that image on there, then you can use your glue. And I lay that there, and y'all will get to a video to see this. I'm sorry. And then I put glue on the stick, and then I go around just the edge of the base of the fan, and then I take the second back and I put it on top of that, so it encloses the stick inside of the two pieces. Okay. And then my fan is done. Complete. Charmaine, I'm sorry. I know I keep saying, like, I wanted to be able to switch, but the last time when I was on live, I stopped sharing my screen to make myself bigger, and so that y'all could see what I was sharing. Maybe I put it all the way up to the camera, y'all can see it a little bit. But they come out very nice, and I have gotten a lot of great reviews on these fans. Okay. And they're very easy to make. Like I said before, when I first started doing them, I was cutting like all the different colors of cardstock to make all the layers and all of that. And then this light bulb just went off in my head one day. It was like, I don't have to do that. I can cut all the color stuff out with the you know, on the image and only use those bases. And so now I don't have to keep 17 different colors of cardstock in stock, and just all I have to have is black. So but what happened? Oh, so my screen is lit on. Oh, look. Maybe Coach E did. Maybe E did that for me. Y'all can see me now? So y'all can see the fan now. Okay. And it's very sturdy. It's 14 inches from top to bottom. And then whatever that width is that we put in, that 6.75. Now it's look, everybody say, yeah, okay, yay. All right. So y'all can see that from from side to side. So, and now y'all can see the other images too. I was holding those up before, but y'all see these print out really nice on this photo paper. I use this photo paper to print out everything. Um, yes, the information will be with the template. It'll have a PDF document that have links, clickable links, that all you have to do is click, and it'll take you to the link for the sticks. It'll take you to the link for the paper. It'll take you to the links for the cardstock. And then it has links on there for all of the templates too. So, like I said, with this one, we had the, this is the one I just did, was the You Did It fan. And then you have the ornate fan and the stole, the matching stole, or the just did it. Because this one is the only one that actually you don't actually change out all of the components on this one. This one is just an image. This one you just change, if you see, you just do the 13 by 19 image, and I can change this to that just did it image that you make when you make the just did it design, and you just drop that in there. Okay. So this gives you the capability to make 4 different fans, 4 different styles of fans. Well, I use it for 4 different styles, which is the matching one for the 125, the just did it. And then, of course, the other two designs, which are this ornate one, and that was this one here. Okay. And the You Did It one, which is the one we just did. Okay. Yes. So you want to, when you do this image, when you attach your photo image to the cardstock, do not use glue. Use double-sided tape. Okay. And let's see. So as far as the fans, that is it. Okay. And he just put the link for the fan template in the description. And I will go back. Somebody said that the Photoshop file wasn't attached, but I thought I did. Might have left the browser maybe before it finished uploading, but I thought I saw it finish. So I will go back and check, and I will also go and add that PDF document because I know that the PDF document is not on there. And that is because I have one more link to put on there. Okay. So with that, um, the other thing that I wanted to preview and give you all a look at, which I told our VIP members about this last night. So they all were all excited last night when I showed them this. And I told them I was going to preview it today. I did, it is listed in the Academy. Okay. The 125 2.0 design. So, for any of you all who are members of the Academy that are familiar with the 125 design, that is our stole and matching t-shirt design. The 125 one that's in there has the all over design for the 125, and it has the stole and it has the 13 by 19 shirt that matches it, that it automatically changes out as you're updating the photos and as you're updating the colors. Okay. So a lot of people have seen, I'm going to save this. Yes. My template here. So let's see. E, if you did that little switch with my camera or whatever, because I don't know how to do that. If you could switch my screen back to make it bigger so that they can see my screen. So I have the, y'all have seen that I do. And I've had several people reach out to me to ask me about this mock-up. Where did this mock-up come from? This mock-up started out as the original 125 mock-up that was just the shirt and the stole. I expanded on this to be able to give my customers the mock-up, um to give my customers the mock-up of the products that I offer. Okay. And so what I also did was I revamped the 125 template to be able to create all of the files and the images that I needed in order to be able to do this mock-up. Okay. And so that's why I was saying with the 125 design that's on that fan, to make the fan, when you use the 125 2.0 template, it's going to give you the image for that fan and it's going to mock up that fan. So the 125 2.0 file is this file. Let it go ahead and open. I do teach the use of the Automizer. So let me tell you why, because a lot of people have thought that when I post this mock-up that it's been the Automizer. This is not from the Automizer. This is just a regular smart template. Okay. And yes, the fans and the yard signs are in the academy as well as the fans. If you have, because I forgot about this, because I was so excited when I was doing the marketing class, I added so much stuff to the marketing class and forgot. So if you attended my marketing class, the 125 yard sign is in the marketing class. Okay. But I did put out another yard sign called the half circle yard sign. And that one is not in the marketing class. It is separate. So if you have the marketing class, you already have the 125 yard sign. Okay. And you don't have to purchase it. But um if you don't, that it does come separate. Or you can purchase this design file instead of purchasing the 125 yard sign. The 125 yard sign, not this one, but the 125 yard sign is right here on this 125 2.0 template. So what this does is it creates your all over front. And I did this for my design purposes. Illustrious, yes, I do teach the use of the Automizer. I will be having some classes coming up, but I also am going to be doing some demos using the Automizer just on the YouTube and on Facebook. I will be doing some demos of changing out the Automizer, bringing in some of our smart templates into the Automizer, as well as doing just a design from scratch in the Automizer. I will be doing some classes on that, as well as some live videos. So back to this 125 design file 2.0. Okay. So it has the all over here. And and for me, when I am going through doing my designs, I don't use the Automizer like day to day when I'm doing just going from one customer to the next, to the next, to the next. I do not use the Automizer. I use the smart template. And I use the smart template because the Automizer is a great tool. Let me go back and say that. The Automizer, when I'm doing original designs that I want to post, like for my product listings and all of that, that's what I use. I also use that if I'm doing other products, because the Automizer automatically makes the print files that I need. It automatically does everything. I have my mock-up is all done at one time. So you'll see with this smart template, the only thing that this does, that it creates, is your design file. It's you're creating the design, and then you export your print file. The Automizer, as you're updating each item, it's already creating your print file, your mock-up, and your design file. So all three of those, no, this is the a new 125. This is 125 2.0. So the 125 that was previously in the academy just has the all over shirt, the stole, and the 13 by 19 shirt. It only has these three components right here. This is a 125 that I redesigned how for myself, and decided, after I've been asked so many times, to go ahead and share it with the academy and put it out as the 125 2.0, basically. Okay. So this design file, as you can see, it creates your stole, it creates the socks, it creates your 13 by 19. If your customer asks you for a back for your 13 by 19, it will go, you can go ahead and design that 13 by 19 on the same template. It does create your yard, you does your yard sign. As I change out these colors, you're going to see everything is going to start updating. Okay. So, and then I have some bonus content for you in this template. And that's primarily going to be here in the stole. So I'm going to go to the stole and just show you the extras that come in this particular design. And again, this has been all based off of things my customers have asked me for, that were repeated things that they asked me for. And I said, you know what? I just need to go ahead and add this in and then keep this as my template. Okay, because customers are asking me for the same thing. So when you open this stole up, one of the main things that you're going to get asked to do is do some type of remembrance element for your customers. Okay. So this stole has a remembrance element that's built in to the layers. Okay. So this is my remembrance element. And if I turn that on, you'll see that it adds the remembrance element. And then you can just drop your pictures in there. Okay. So now for this file, it is listed in the academy under 125. This file is large, and so it was taking a while to upload, and I did not want my computer to be uploading this document, this file, while I was on live, because it takes it uses up resources while it's uploading this file. So the file is not there, it's not attached in the academy yet, but the product is there. And when I get off the live, I'm going to update it, and everything by the morning, everything is going to be there. Everything that I've talked about, the PDF that wasn't attached to the fan template and this template and the mock-up will be attached in the academy. So it is in the academy. Now you will not, if you say you don't see the new template on the site, this is not like if you have 125, you already have this. This is a separate purchase. This design file is a separate purchase from the 125 that's there. Okay. Yeah, so so this is the remembrance element that I have. And I also have where you could turn those on, and it also has one that you can also put at the bottom, okay, on this side. And then sometimes your customers will ask you to put like a more like wings. And so I have the angel wings that are there that I've placed behind different images here. And then one of the things that people were always saying when I would send them their mock-up is that the previous design had the watermark here. Okay. So it had that watermark, and you would have the two images basically. And a lot of people didn't want the double image of the same thing there. So what I did is I just stopped having the double image altogether, because I was starting to get too many people coming back and asking for that to be a change that they did. And so what I did was I went ahead and just leave the watermark off, and I just put the name of the school there. Just type the name of the school out. So this is how it comes set up now. I also have an option, like some people have two different logos. And so you have the option to put a second logo right there if they have two different logos or a second image that they want to put there. Now, for me, I do charge for that. So all of these different design elements that I'm showing you, I charge extra for them. Even though I have them pre-done on my template, With my stoles, you get 2 photos, you get 1 logo, the name of, and your name and your class. Anything extra other than that, the remembrance element, anything like that, is $5 for each one of those elements to add those. Okay. And I suggest you do the same thing. So I have that. And then also, sometimes people will ask you to put a quote or a saying or a scripture on there. So I have the scripture that comes up down here. Okay. So all of these things on the 2.0 version, these things are already there for you to use. So you don't have to figure out how to add these elements to the template. It's already there for you. There's also wings on the all over template. Mm, my foreground. There's also wings there as well for a remembrance element, um, for you to add there. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to turn that off. So this template runs the same way as the 125 does. I can't click on that. Those lines are thin, so I'm going to just close that out there. If you're in the academy, you already have the original 125. It is not this one, but you have the 125 that has the all over, the stole, and the 13 by 19. And you can add, you can go and do all of these elements in the 125. You can add all of those things to the 125 that you have. This one is just already done, ready to go, and it has the socks are here. And so let me just go in and show y'all from here, because I have this guy. Okay, this one. And so I'm gonna just go through and flip some of these things out so you can see. So you see that logo changed here all over the template, everywhere the logo is. Okay. Then I have that blue selected. I'm gonna select my color 3, and I'm gonna change it to that blue. And I'm gonna update that. Okay, Lakeisha, you say you want the link to the double-sided tape that I use. So I use this ad tech double-sided tape, and I had a like the Amazon's subscribe whatever it's called. So I have subscription on Amazon. I have certain things that come every month, like my Cricut mats, my koala paper, my the double-sided tape. It's just a subscribe and save. That's what it's called. So I have the ones that said sent this to me. But for some reason, this particular tape, I have a bunch of it because I have my subscription. But for some reason, this particular tape has been like on back order, or it's been taking them a while to get it. I don't know. So like last month, it didn't come last month. So I'm probably gonna have to like pick a different one. And then this other one that was my backup, which was this full mark double-sided tape. They don't have this one anymore either. So I don't know what's up with the double-sided tape, but they yeah, they don't have it. So I'm gonna go in here. Y'all can see how the template is updating. Let's see what it, oh, here my downloads from my remove BG. Now this one I'm gonna put in that folder so it automatically fades it off for me. Okay. I'm gonna go and move his photo over here. I'm gonna turn these other two off. 2 and 3 off. And then you can see it changed here and on this back part. Now for most of them, for my back, I just have the foreground is turned off. This is for if they opt to put something back here, whether it's a number, or if it's like if one of their kids is in sports or something like that. But most of them just have the color background. And I did this because when I'm exporting these files, I would do the export my artboards to files. I would have to go back and I would have to turn off my foreground and then export the background. So I just made another background so that everything can export at one time. Okay. So then now, on this one, as well as the original 2.125, you have to change out the name on each one. Okay. And he does have another photo, but I'm not going for demonstration purposes. I'm going to just turn these photos off of this guy here of Xavier and just have the one picture here. So right here, I showed y'all last night, the reason this background did not change is because I like to have this gradient on the background. So it has the background there, but I choose to put a gradient overlay on this background so I can have like that kind of separation in the color, because most of it has that one full gradient that's across it, or it looks the same where it just has that full color behind it. I don't prefer that. So I changed that one color out to the blue. And then what I do if they're going to get this back is then I just right click here, copy that layer style. I go to the 13 by 19 back and paste the layer style, and it automatically changes it to that blue. Okay. So you'll see that those things out. Then I can go here in this photo. I have to put that's not the one I want. I'm gonna put this photo there. Hi, Jason. Hi, Shula. Yes, I teach Photoshop classes in the Innate Academy. And then I'm going to change this Wildcats. Change the name on the school to Decaney High School. I'll update his name here to DJ. And then my logo's already updated for my socks here. This is the socks artboard. Now this one's not going to have a 13 by 19 back, so I'm going to just turn off that oh no, it didn't. Okay, y'all see my Photoshop just turned off, because Photoshop is temperamental, and and I hope it comes back up and says recovered, because I just did all those changes. Oh, which is a good reason why you now. That's something else as far as the Automizer is concerned. The Automizer is saving as you go. Okay. And it didn't. Look. Let me see. Nope. No recovered. Ain't that some stuff? You see how when you're live, everything just so I know, Margaret, right? Okay. So I'm gonna have to be hitting and save as I go, because this actually is a design that I'm doing for somebody. And if for those of y'all that just may have just joined, then y'all didn't see all of that. So I should be doing the save dance, but I'm really bad about it. I'm really, really bad about doing the save dance as I go. And y'all who are in class with me on Wednesday night for VIP class, y'all know I always forget to do the save part of it, right? I always forget. Somebody has to remind me. And but guess what? I'm gonna save this time. So I'm gonna talk as much as so I can go through this real quick, because I could do this a lot quicker if I'm not running my mouth. Let's see. So y'all will just see me go through this real quick and try to change out this stuff real quick. And y'all can watch this template update. And actually, if I shut up and stop talking, then y'all will actually be able to see how quick it is to actually go through this actual template and complete it, put it in the mock-up, and have my finished product. So, and you know what else? I'm gonna close out Cricut, because once this thing go back over there, I'm gonna close Cricut out, so that'll be maybe not interfering, and Photoshop won't feel like I'm two-timing her. Are y'all learning from me talking? So I forget that we have new people, and because 125 is probably the most popular template that we have in the academy. Okay. 125 is, beloved in the academy. And that's because for us, for graduation season, this template has been phenomenal for sales. This is my the template that I was when I first started in the academy. I think when I started in the academy, it was around class 115. And when I started going to live classes, it was around class 115. So 125, it had not come out in the actual academy yet. It had come out, it was on the Innate Lab website. And um Shannon did a flash sale in the Innate Lab website, and I bought the stole and the matching shirt. I bought it over there. It wasn't an academy class yet. So um that was the first class when you joined. Yeah. So I bought it, and at the time I was in the process of getting my store and getting my website set up and doing all of that stuff. So um I bought the 125 on that flash sale. So then the actual 125 class, we had the 125 class. So I'd already bought the 125 on the flash sale, and I had opened it up and was like, I don't know what to do with this. And so I closed it and didn't go back to it. And then I finally was in the 125 class and learned how to use the template. So when I did that, when I finished that template, I posted on my social media. I was like, y'all look, I was like, look what I did. And I wasn't posting it like, you know, because I wanted somebody to place an order at that time. I was just excited because I had finished and did the class and I had gotten the design done. Well, my cousin reached out to me and she asked me to do the she asked me to do the make the stole, and I hadn't made a stole, nothing yet. So I was like, okay. She was like, you think? She said, can you make that? And I was like, sure, I could make it. Because at the time, I was not about saying no to nobody if I to try to make me some coins, right? So, because that was at the period of time where I was like, Lord, if you will just let me make an extra, $500 a month, I will be so, so, so thankful. Thank you, Johnetta. Because, see, I'm running my mouth and I'll save it in here for now. DJ. Okay. So make sure over here, I want to make sure all of my placement is correct. I'm going to move this photo up here. Move his photo over just a little bit. Move this here. And I think I'm happy with that. And then we'll turn that back off. Control 0. I'm going to turn this back off because I don't need the back on the image. And then I'm gonna go to my stole. So if none of y'all, if you have not worked with 125 before, it creates an all over design. It creates a graduation stole. This particular one, our 2.0 version of this, is going to create your matching socks, matching t-shirt, a yard sign, and the all over shirt. And change to 4 is that another thing that people ask me for on the okay, saving that update that I made. Something that people ask me for is like some of our girls, they like the glitter effect. And so what I do, save it to my text. Yes, the that file for the graduation fans, it does have all 3 of those fans that I showed you. That you can actually do the just did it 1 2, or any 13 by 19 image that you have, you can make the fan with. Okay, so what I was going to show you is that here, I actually, when people ask me for glitter, I use glitter digital paper that I get from Creative Fabrica. And if they ask me, they tell me that they want a glitter element in the numbers or in their name or whatever, if I turn that glitter digital paper on, it puts glitter there. And you can get different colors, because if you use the smart color over it, red and blue make purple, right? So I just find a blue, if they wanted blue on here, I would find a blue digital paper and I would drop that in. This is a smart object. I just drop that glitter paper in there that's blue, and it will change these to the glitter effect. And I have that element where you can put that here in the 2023 or whatever the class year is, the name and the class of. Okay. So that is my stole. And then I'm going to go over here and work on my 13 by 19 image. I'm going to move the school logo up some. I'm going to change this name. And I'm going to change this photo off. Move this one up. And then again, on this background layer here, there's a gradient overlay on it. And I'm going to double click on that gradient overlay. And I'm going to change this red to the blue. Okay. Now it changes it on the front. And all I have to do now is do a right click and copy that layer style. And then I will go to my 13 by 19 back. And I'll go to this layer and paste the layer style. And it's going to automatically change that to that blue. Okay. Now I'm going to save again. And I'm going to update Cardinals to Wildcats. I'm going to update Xavier to DJ. I'm going to update Robertson to Caney. School. And I'm going to change out. Now let me go save this, because this way it went janky on me last time. Let me save. No, this template, like Coachy said, is the 125 template. It's a separate purchase in the academy. Let's see. Place embedded. Save that. Delete these other images. And I'm going to update this. Yeah, so 125 has been and if you have 125, the 125 2.0 is not a necessary purchase. It's this is here as a tool for 125. When you all um for a lot of people that I've talked to in the academy, they want they don't want to have to go through designing from scratch every different, all these different things. Also, the reason is saving two things. So also the reason that I decided to go back to offering some smart templates like this is because everybody doesn't have the Automizer. Two, if you do have the Automizer, you're still trying to learn how to work it, or your computer does not have the capabilities to run the Automizer. So the smart templates allow for you to be able to make updates and changes that don't tax your system as much as the Automizer does. So all of the scratch disk errors and different things like that, you don't get with the smart template. So that's why I, um, I talked to Shanon and just said, I think that we need to offer both versions because not everybody has the Automizer and not everybody has um access to that. Let me go to the downloads because I did the remote Beijing. I'll put this image here. And I'm going to delete this. So we want everybody to be able to accomplish the same things, whatever level you're at, wherever you're at with your um, with your skill level in Photoshop, with the use of the Automizer, so that everybody can accomplish the same things and accomplish the same types of goals and put out the and um let me see what that says. Saw a lady in the post a group about a course that you offer that helps us with gaining. That course is the marketing course in the academy. And that's somebody from Facebook asking about helping to gain school contracts. That's the marketing course that I did. I've done the marketing course twice, so there's two different recorded versions of the marketing class. I will also be doing the marketing class again in February, on February 26th live. So there's you can buy the pre-recorded version of it, or you can purchase the um you can buy the pre-recorded version, or you can purchase the actual class that's going to be upcoming, that's going to be February 26th, and then that one is live. You can come to that class, you can ask questions. It really is not like a Photoshop course. That class, I give you a lot of resources, I give you a lot of tips on who to talk to, who you want to reach out to at the schools, what type of things you're going to need when once you do reach somebody. It's a lot of resources that come in that class. Um, like I said before, I was like so excited when I was putting that course together. I just was, kind of, I packed a whole lot of stuff in that marketing course. So you have, I think it's like 3 or 4 Photoshop templates. It is like 3 or 4 Canva templates that come with that, for you to make product sheets, for you to make an introduction letter, so that you have a package that you can give to a prospective client. Um, so that class, it comes with a lot, and that's in the academy. So there's 2 versions of it that I previously have taught, and then I have another one that I'll be teaching live on the 26th of February. So now that everything has been changed out, I turned off the 13x19 back because I don't need that. And so for the socks, what I do prior to exporting these images is I go to the socks and I go to the mask that's on here, and I turn that mask off so it gives me the mock-up of the socks. And I export this as a PNG, and that gives me the socks mock-up. And hold on. Let me put new folder, DJ images, in here. Okay. And then I turn that, disable this layer mask. Okay, so once I've done that, now this template is complete as far as changing out everything. And now I'm going to do a file, export, artboards to files. Okay, and I'm going to choose where I want those files to go, which is in my DJ images folder. I want them to be prefaced with the name DJ, and I'm going to put a dash there. I want them to be JPEGs and all the way to highest quality. And now I'm going to say run. Now Photoshop is populating that folder with all of these, turning into JPEG images for me. Thank you, Samantha. I love teaching the course, and I hope that everybody enjoyed it and got a lot of information in that course. So thank you for that. So this is the automatic process that the smart template does, that's similar to the Automizer. Where with the Automizer, as you update each component, it's making these print images, the JPEG images. Okay, so that's what it does. The Automizer does that automatically. For your smart template, you have to run a process, which is what I'm doing right now, that is converting all of these artboards to actual JPEG images. Okay, so I'm telling you what the difference is as far as using the smart template and using the Automizer. The Automizer, one, it saves automatically as you're adding items, it's saving in the background. You don't have to keep worrying that you'll lose anything, like with the smart templates. Because if your Photoshop or crashes, like y'all just saw mine do, um, the Automizer already has it saved. Okay, so once all of these different artboards are saved and updated, I'll get a message that'll say artboards to PDF or something like that, successful. And I'll go to my mockup. Okay. So then I have to populate with the images that this is creating. When we go to the mockup, then I will start populating the mockup with these images. The Automizer does that automatically. It makes your mockup for you as you're updating the different elements. So when you finish updating, you already have your mockup. You don't have to go to a separate file in order to create the mockup. And typically this runs faster than this, but since I'm on the StreamYard and I have everything going, um, it it's running slower. I'm having like technical difficulties or whatever. So the fan, so Deborah, what you get from the 125 2.0 is you actually get the image um for the fan. So this, like this image right here, you get the image that you put in the template for the fan. Um you get that image to be able to populate in here to make this fan. Okay. So and it gives you the mock-up, like when these JPEGs finish, when this finishes running, I'm going to open up the mock-up and you'll see the mock-up and it has the fan on there. So what you get is the 13 by 19 image that you need to do the fans. Now, if you already have 125 and you're not considering buying the 2.0 version, which is not necessary, but the 120, if you already have 125, that 13 by 19 image that's generated from the original 125 will give you that image to go ahead and populate to make your fan. But you need the fan template to actually have it, crop down and create the image for you that you need. So now it says our boards to files was successful. I'm going to say okay. And I'm going to just save this and I'm going to go ahead and close out of this. So both of these files will not be open at the same time since Photoshop is giving me issues tonight. I'm looking at my daughter. I don't know what she's doing. I'm looking at her trying to figure it out. So, and that's the thing that's taking the longest is the saving from one thing to the next. But let me see. I'm a chance it, y'all. Living dangerously. Okay. Now the 25 2.0 mock-up, because the original 125 only has the t-shirt and the stole. Okay. So it's gonna be finished. I'm gonna just wait on it to finish to start changing this up. So what we can see is that now those images that we exported from the 125 2.0 design file, those are the images that we're going to use to populate that. So Deborah, when I was saying when you get that 13 by 19 image, this is the 13 by 19 image that goes on the shirt, but it also populates and makes the fan. So you actually need the fan template for it to make this shape and everything, and it has the color with the base around it, and get the fan image to print and cut. But it goes ahead and makes the file for you. Okay, it's done saving, so I'm gonna close that out. And now. So now we're going to go in here and we're going to populate our images that we just exported. So I'm going to place embedded, and I'm going to go to my desktop and these images here. So you'll see all those images were populated there. And these are actually the images that you will print when it's time to print these. Okay. So I'm going to put the all over there. Lock that in. And then you will see that this changes and updates on the all over shirt, the tumbler, the mask, and the button. And the, let's see, the 13 by 19 image, drop that in there, place embedded, the 13 by 19 image. And then that 13 by 19 image populates the shirt and the fan. And then I'm going straight down these at the top to the yard sign image, file, place embedded, and I'm going to put that yard sign image there. I'm going to save that, close that out. And then I'm going to put my stole image in there. File, place embedded. You found the marketing class, Markeisha? I want this to be on top and inner. And then the socks. And that is the socks mock-up. On this one, I'm going to delete the previous one there and close that out. Okay, and then I changed the smart color here to that blue. And what that does is it changes the title into the blue, and it also changes that blue, that color around the fan. Okay. So that is the 2.0. So now you can save this as a, export this, save for web. And I save mine as JPEG medium. And I'm going to save that. And the desktop. DJ images. DJ mockup. Save. Okay. And that's it. And so the files that it exported, I send this to my customer. They tell me what they want. If they want the tumblers, then I take that into a template to do the tumblers. That's my image that I use to actually wrap them. Then we have our buttons. Take the buttons into the button template that we have. And then if they order, I take them into that template that I just showed y'all, and that's added in the academy to actually make the actual fan. So this version of 125, it just it allows you to already have images done for um, several different products. It allows you to mock up and show the 125 mockup 2.0 allows you to show those products in a mockup. And also for this mockup, I also included different background images for you. Um, so for this one, this guy plays basketball, so I can change this to the basketball image um, for the background. But it has all these different backgrounds that I pre-populated for you to be able to have in this template. Okay. So those are the things that I wanted to show y'all tonight. And like I said, the yard sign is in the Automizer. So the yard sign already there's already a yard sign in the Automizer. Um, this yard sign design is not the one that's in the Automizer, but there is a yard sign in the Automizer. Okay. Um, it's a different format. Um, but it can be tweaked to make it whatever you want it to be. But in the Automizer there is a yard sign, and there's different versions for the different. I don't know if you have the different skin packs, then you'll see the different versions of that it makes the yard sign into. So let me see. Mm, just to give you an example, um, the so the 123 skin pack for the Automizer, it has this design that's already pre-populated for the Automizer. Um, the I don't have the original ones that are in there, but like I said, the 125, I mean, the Automizer does have a yard sign in it, and you can rearrange those elements, the design elements, to create the yard sign to be whatever you want it to be. I did today that 123, the one that I just showed. I did flip that the design for the yard sign. I changed it from this to this, and that's for this guy here, the one I was doing the design for here. But I went in there and I used the Automizer and changed it to this design. And the templates, there are templates for um if you get the 125 2.0, this yard sign is the design that's with 125, the 125 2.0. If you have taken my marketing class, the 125 yard sign is in there. But the smart template for 125 is also available separately if you just want the 125 yard sign. And also the um, half circle yard sign is available too. So we have a few different templates for um, yard signs. I've redone, even with this one, the 125 for this one, I've done the 125 for schools as fundraisers. And so I changed the design up a little bit for that because you want it to be um, a generic image. So like this was for the soccer team. So it's just home of a 2023 Lady Cat, because I can purchase those in bulk, or I support a 2023 Lady Cat. So I changed the 123, took the personalization off, and then they did these as they do these as fundraisers. So you have we have a few options, and these are just moving those elements around. Um, for the different versions of the 125, I mean, I could put this version up there or whatever, because some, like I say, I will put all the different versions of the ones that I do. I'll list them. It's not necessary to purchase them unless you're a person that likes to have the template, just want to go in, change out the text and change out the color and be done, instead of having to um change everything out. So the Shannon did she did a Zoom, and I don't know, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I know for the VIPs, Shannon did a class switching a regular template to the Automizer. Um because they it can be done. She did a walkthrough. She did like a mini version of the autumn, like of a smart template, and she walked everybody through how to take that smart template and turn it into the Automizer. But that is something that we will be doing. I'm not sure that class was is like available in the academy. I think she did that as like a bonus, and whoever came, they got it. So I'm not sure. Okay, so it's course 188. Maybe that's it in the academy. So there is a video that shows that, and if you have the 188 unlocked, you have access to it, or you can go and purchase it. So, but that was all for tonight. I told y'all we was gonna probably be here about 2 hours. We've been here about 2 hours and 10 minutes. Um, and so if there's no more questions, I don't see any more questions popping up. Um, so we'll see y'all next time. Or let's see. Yeah, that's it. Let me look on my list. I always write a list down of what I'm gonna talk about in these lives, and then I never even look at the list. And then like afterwards, I'm like, oh yeah, I thought I was gonna say this. I was gonna say this, but no, I did go over everything on my list, so we're good. All right, you're welcome, you guys. I hope that the content that we're bringing y'all is valuable. I hope that it is helping you all be able to accomplish the goals that y'all are setting for yourself with your craft business. And I hope that um, if you need any help, that you'll feel free to reach out to me, Coach E. Um, we are here to help y'all get to this bag. All right, so see y'all next time. Oh, Crystal, you ordered one? Cool. They're really nice. You're gonna be happy when you get it. 4 over is really good. Share, you said, am I going to share the canvas? What? I'm not sure what you mean by the canvas. Okay, so craft to quit content. Um, Shanon has been doing um weekly, she's been doing weekly meetings, and so each one of those videos is in the Craft to Quit program. I am going to start uploading the the weekly content again. I had some personal things going on, and I had not been able to do that because that's one of the things that I'm responsible for in the academy with the Craft to Quit program is to add that weekly content, the handouts and the videos that go along with them. I do actually have a couple of them recorded that I want to tweak them because Shannon also went over some of the content that I did. I do want to go back and kind of review the videos that I did because I had done like 4 or 5 videos up front and I uploaded 2. And then Shannon started doing the live class on Sunday with y'all. So she has been doing that. She's going to continue doing that, but I am going to start adding those videos that you can go in and watch with different steps to do different things with tips and tricks. The custom product price list is going to be listed as one of the freebies. Y'all, I am moving as quickly as I can to get all of these different things uploaded. Um, and I'm moving as quick as I can to get all of these different things uploaded. In addition to in addition in addition to my just like Southern Girl Creations work, I'm, trying to do as much as I can to keep contributing to the academy and adding these different products. And I'm definitely trying to get this stuff done before graduation season really kicks off around here. Um, yeah. So that because the product list is gonna be in the freebies. Also, the Google spreadsheet that I showed y'all last time, that's gonna be the um in the freebies. Um the craft and I can understand you missing the Sunday class. Like I said, those lots they record those and put those in the Craft to Quit, so they're listed in there. If you go in the Craft to Quit, those those videos are listed in there. Okay. um yeah. And yeah, so 4 over is who we use for printing. And if you purchase one of the yard signs, um and I think I'm gonna go add those videos to the Automizer too, just so that they're there for if you're using the Automizer to do yard signs. I did a video to show you all how to go into 4 over and what options you select to actually purchase the yard signs and have those shipped. I think I saw somebody asked about the shipping for the yard signs. The shipping is next day everywhere. So you have a selection that is $10 and it's next day everywhere with 4 over. So once that, and that is from their production time. And right now they revamped their website during the holiday time. They just reopened. And so the website was down for a little while and they have been a little bit behind with shipping because normally if you like say I do this design today and I uploaded it, once I upload it, normally the 10 a.m. is like the cutoff period for it to process and ship the same day. So anything after 10 a.m. it's gonna ship the next business day and then it ships next day. So like if you on Monday order and you get it in before 10 o'clock, typically they ship that Monday and your customer will get it that Tuesday. If you upload after 10 o'clock, then production is for that Tuesday and then your customer will get it that Wednesday. So it's usually a quick process, but these last couple of weeks, while they've been catching up from the web, because they did a whole revamp with the website. While the website was down, they're catching up from all of those orders, and so it's been maybe taking about 2 days for production and for them to get everything out. But um, I'm confident that they will get caught up. They also are like really swamped because a lot of the changes, people had to redo their logins and stuff like that. So the customer service lines have been you haven't been able to get through as far as if you were um you know if you were calling or whatever, you really weren't able. I know some people were saying they couldn't get through, and they sent out a message about it. So um but yeah, that's who we use this for. Over, I did also post in the group that if you all are not doing yard signs and not offering yard signs, if y'all, those of you who took the marketing course and have the information of putting out a product package to prospective clients, go to these schools, hit up these bands, the choirs, the volleyball team, the basketball team, swim team, all of these different organizations that do fundraising. Um, most of these schools, if they get money, their money goes to the football team first. It goes to the sports first. The organizations like the band and the choir, they have to do a lot of fundraising. I know this because my kids go to one of the most highly funded schools in this area, but all the money goes to the athletic program. And our kids in band and choir that have to fundraise, they do about 10 fundraisers a year, a school year, for these kids to be able to afford their band uniforms. Like when I was in school, we did not have to pay for band uniforms. We did not have to pay for our Letterman jacket. We earned those things, and if you were in band, that you got your band uniform came with you being in band. Now they have fees that they have to pay. And when I say they have fees, I'm talking like for the year, like $1,000 for the year for fees that they have to pay to be in these organizations. So those organizations do a lot of fundraising. Okay. So y'all definitely want to get in. Yeah, my daughter is the color guard the head captain of the color guard for the school that she goes to. And this year it was not just the fees for color guard, but they also were going to Florida, and the Florida trip is $1,500. So they were also fundraising for that. So they do a lot of fundraisers, and the yard signs are a great. Hey, look at all these guard moms in here. Hey, y'all. Look, guard mom and former band member. So, I'm very, very happy and very proud. So, my other daughter, my production team, Ebony, she was guard life. So, she was in color guard. She actually has started a whole tradition of the girls in our family. She's 23, and then one of our cousins, she came through and she did guard, and now my daughter is in guard and is the head captain as a junior in guard at one of the best schools in this area. So I'm very, very proud. So but yeah, I digress. um yeah, and the girls basketball team does do a lot of fundraising too, because a friend of mine, her daughter is on the basketball team here. So she reached out about some basketball stuff. So y'all, they are out there fundraising, tumblers, yard signs, two things that you all can be very, very profitable. And I put a spreadsheet to show you just the basics. This the band that my girl is in. There's how many band kids? Just the color guard alone is about 75 to 80 girls just in the color guard. That's not including the band. So if you just think the band is probably about 150 to 200 kids. So you talking about anywhere from 250 to 300 kids selling yard signs for a fundraiser. So you don't think you could average one yard sign for 250? And the numbers that I gave y'all were up to selling 100 yard signs. And at 100 yard signs, your profit could be $1,600. Okay. So y'all better get on these yard signs, and I'm put some more, designs out there and things for y'all to use, but y'all better get on it. And y'all better use those marketing materials to get into these school districts, get you registered with the school district, become an approved vendor. Okay. So, you know, yeah, Markeisha, I'm telling you, if you get with the right school district, that school district can keep you working the entire year. You get with the right organizations and you market to the right organizations, those organizations can keep you working the entire year. And the your sales that you get from your customers, like the Etsy sales and things, that's bonus. Okay. My daughter was in the color guard and cheer, and we were DIY boosters to help offset some of the costs. Yep, got to, because this stuff is expensive out here. I like when she came in talking to me about her Letterman jacket, her class ring, and how much that stuff. I know for my daughter that's 23 now, we spent close to $900 just for her to go to prom. The ticket just for prom, and they can do fundraising to get their prom tickets just for prom. So you want to be marketing to the senior class. You want to market to the senior class as well, not just the organizations, the senior class you want to market to. But just the prom ticket, her prom ticket was $175. Now we 5 years later, I don't know how much this girl's prom ticket is gonna be. I'm scared. So but yeah, and guys, I'm trying to flip this experience that I've earned. Come on, yep. So it's definitely money to be made out here. Y'all just have one. That's what we're trying to do, is provide y'all the resources and the tools that y'all need to get out here and get to this bag. And I saw somebody said they were in Cyprus, I think. Somebody said they was in Cyprus. But that's a suburb of Houston. My first um my first 5-star review, which led to my first big group order, came from a t-shirt install that I did for a girl that graduated from Cypress High School. She did, her mom got, when she got her stole in her shirt, she posted it on her Facebook, and this travel agent saw it, and she was like, oh my god, that picture is like in the shirt, like her picture is like in the shirt. I have been looking for somebody to do this. And she contacted me, and she was ordering for stuff for a trip, for a cruise, But then she decided to go ahead and get shirts um for her husband for his birthday. And she got her and all her kids and their grandkids on this shirt. So I'm telling you this because this is how this snowball happened. Is that a order on Etsy, went to Cypress High School. She posted that on Facebook. That brought me a travel agent who was ordering for her travel agency, but then she ordered for her family. Her family wore their shirts and they were at the gas station. And some people saw their shirts at the gas station and contacted me. And that order turned into over 100 shirts from that order, a family that saw their shirts at the gas station. So once you start getting yourself out there, like it just is snowball. These templates and things that we're putting out here are good. Our templates are A1. So the designs that we're able to put out, people are in awe about. So, okay, Jamie, that was you. Yeah, so the SVGs, it'll say HTML. Those are SVG. If you actually open your software and bring that HTML in there, that is a SVG. It should open in any um like whatever the cutting software is that you use for your cutting machine. It'll say HTML document, but it's a SVG. Once you open it up, it'll open up as the cutting file. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and jump up off of here. I'm gonna get this content uploaded. Um, like I said, the 125 2.0, everything is in there except for the file because I didn't want the file to be uploading while I was on live. And the I'm gonna go check the graduation fan. I'm gonna check the fan listing and make sure that the Photoshop file is on there. Okay, so I'm gonna go check both of the listings, but everything will be uploaded um, by the morning. So if you once you get up in the morning, or I don't know what time you get up, but um, everything will be uploaded. Okay. So, y'all have a wonderful night. And until next time, bye.